straight up just like listen to the freaking graveyard song like all day. It is truly the one stop.
Whoa. Alright.
Discord kind of like died like 10 minutes ago.
Did it?
Yeah, or just for like a few minutes, just like became really slow.
I restarted my computer, so I won't know anything. Where's the one that's already awake? Guess not. Where are you going? I mean, I don't mind, I guess, but... I guess this like isn't what I'm looking for somehow. Dang. Okay, so you can't go this way on level 1. Got it. He'll be fine. Maybe. Wait, I didn't get a 4-star? But all these pictures where they're like blasting off. They're only 3. Wait, but I need to turn one of these in, I think, because this was a request. Wow. Well, that's too bad. I guess I have to redo that stage. Or this level. Nice. Yeah, request complete. Alright. I guess that means I don't know how to get a tier 4 quillfish though, because I assumed that picture of it like blasting off was gonna be tier 4. Seems I was incorrect. Actually, I think it depends on the Pokemon. I've seen some Pokemon where you give it a side profile and its direction is like 1,000 or whatever. And I think it also might depend on the pose. It's complicated. Like, I agree there's definitely points at which I would say, well, if this was facing like sideways, it would look better than facing forwards, and like the game doesn't agree. But there's also points at which it does the opposite. So I don't know.
Well, I think it's also the fact that like sometimes you get a side view, you get like a way better pose score or way better size score, more importantly.
Yeah. Well.
and like so you might get a lower direction score, but the higher score, like I don't think it's possible, generally speaking, to get like maximum score on like all the different grading like systems
Who
at once.
knows?
Like I have to wonder if if it's possible to get like a perfect score like on every Pokemon. I kind of doubt it.
You might be surprised. Especially with like the turbo movement or whatever, you can get some really like specific positions and stuff in comparison to the Pokemon, so it's
Sure.
but yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like the size like system is just based purely on like what percentage of the camera is taken up by the Pokemon and
Well, and
like
it's also
minus some percentage of Pokemon that's cut off. It's kind of how I figured it works. Yeah, maybe there's just exceptions. It's also true. Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes I can't really tell like if having Pokemon cut off is like worse than getting a like smaller picture of the Pokemon.
Yeah,
Like if you have one
it's
that's like cut
really
off
hard to tell.
yeah, it's like you have one that's like cut off a little bit and you have one that's like further away. It's like, oh, which of these two is gonna give me a worse score? And it's like extra awkward. Some Pokemon are like, well, like for example, like I mean, I don't know, it's not the greatest example. Like let's say the Tentacruel here, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
if you have like the main upper part of the body, but you're like cutting off on like the tentacles, right?
Right.
Versus if you just got like a shot that got like the whole all the tentacles. The problem is you get like a shot with all the tentacles. That might mean that you have to zoom out more, and so you just have less Tentacruel visible on the screen. So like,
Well,
is
and
that better or
I
worse?
think there's also exceptions for close-ups of the face, actually. If you get, like, basically just a face, you can still get, like, a good size score.
Interesting.
And I think that's, you know, special case based on the Pokemon and the situation and all that stuff, but it's, yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah, there seems to be like a separate like head from body system because like a lot of times their head can be facing you, but their body doesn't, but that still counts as a good direction. And there's like,
Yes, yes.
yeah, and there's also stuff like I like that they kind of indicate where the center is, which is like kind of also weird because like it's a little confusing on like they have like an indicator of like where the middle of the Pokemon is, like they have like a little like square or whatever, and it's like is that supposed to be in the center of the screen? Because if you center that, then like a large part of the camera of the picture will not contain Pokemon, right? Because it's not centered with the actual Pokemon. So like, okay, because a lot of times that square is like where their head is, not like where their like body is or whatever. I don't know. Grading is confusing.
I mean, this one's gonna give me like 1,000,000 points in the size, right? And all these other ones will give me terrible points in the size, but better points in the... Go with that one, I don't care. Doesn't really matter, I just need the 2-star. This one.
B3, what is B3?
And of course, as is the case in the first game, like, any special poses or legendary Pokemon or whatever are just worth more points, just period. That kind of gets thrown
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
pose thing or whatever. Like if you get a picture of a shaman, for example, it's like always at least 1,500 points in the pose. It actually can be higher
Hmm.
based on what the actual pose is. It's like,
Yeah, I feel like there's like a plus 1,000 or at least to like their poses, if it's like considered a rare Pokemon.
mm-hmm.
Like you do the Illumina Pokemon, it's like every picture is gonna be a 4,000, pretty much.
You say that, but I took some really bad pictures in those fights. I haven't
Yeah,
gone back and redone like any of them except for the very first one, and I yeah, my pictures are real bad.
yeah. It kind of sucks. You have to take 4 separate pictures of
Yeah.
them. Like you have to do it 4 times. It's like, all right. Like for most Pokemon, it's kind of like fine because there's like so many different
Other
pictures you
things
can
you have
take
to
in
do,
a round.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna take you more than 4 trips to get all the Pokemon, right?
Well,
But
even
like,
in the Illumina spots, once you like pass level 1, which is literally 1 point of experience, so you just like if you get a picture, there's actually more Pokemon like in the
right?
levels.
Yeah.
So
Even still, like I don't know, it's I guess it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, but it's like it's almost like I kind of wish you could submit
yeah,
one picture for each
definitely, I
pose
agree.
tier. Although that would kind of like super make the I was wondering why it wasn't the case. That wasn't the case, but then when they added when I saw the course score thing, which I assume was in the original, um, when I had the course score thing, I was like, I guess that kind of makes sense because then you have to like choose which of the tiers you want to
Wait,
use.
that's not how core score works at all, though.
Is it not?
No.
Isn't it just the pictures you choose?
No. Core score is actually very different than that, in that it's just the sum of all the pictures you took, period.
So what stops you from taking like
You should take 72
70?
pictures, absolutely. Yeah, it's like basically a prerequisite for even trying.
Huh.
And
So
then
you
on top of
basically just
that, it's this.
you need
Well, it's the sum. It's the sum of all the pictures that you took, times the number of distinct Pokemon that you got pictures of. At least that's how it
right.
was in the original. I'm pretty sure it's the same in this. So you have to take at least one of every Pokemon in the stage, and then you should take like 72 pictures.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you like there aren't even 72 Pokemon on the stage, so you
No.
would still like get like crappy pictures of like, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
10 of the Pokemon, and then you get like 20 amazing pictures of the same Pokemon.
yeah, you could.
Turn on burst mode. Can you turn that
Yep.
on and off in the middle?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, absolutely you do.
Yeah. Basically.
That's really silly. Yeah, I thought it was basically like you only get like that each Pokemon gets like chosen once, so you had to like figure out which ones you're gonna.
No.
It's
You
really
could
weird.
literally just submit nothing and still get a course score. Like, you could just skip
So
that whole...
why do you have to choose pictures at all? Like, why didn't they just?
Well... I mean, yeah, at least in the original, it was because, you know, you're, like, just trying to decide which one's worth the most points, right?
Right. Well, the original have like 4 like
No.
tiers, or is it? Okay. Yeah, I guess like I guess can make it so that you like can kind of train your own ability to recognize what is
Right.
a good picture. Well, you know, for whatever this game means for good pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of interesting, but I don't know. Making you take like if you get like good pictures of multiple tiers, like you have to
Yeah,
redo it.
it's unfortunate. Agree.
Don't know if that's like worth that trade-off. Also, I keep hearing how people keep talking about how this is like, you know, people keep talking about how it's like a really bad game.
Wait, what is
It would,
happening?
sorry,
Literally, what is happening?
I don't know what's happening. That guy's going really fast.
He's creating,
Making a
like, a hecking
tornado.
tornado, dude.
Well, I guess it's
Why?
more like a whirlpool since you're
Wow.
underwater.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I saw him do that before. Anyway, go
nice.
on.
That's how it's like not a good game for like in terms of like photography. Like you shouldn't consider it a
Right.
photography game.
Well, that was always true.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna completely disagree with that fact, but like every time I've seen anyone in chat like kind of talk about this game and the concept of photography, people talk about like rule of thirds and so on and so forth. And I'm like, well, I think part of the problem with that like mentality just in general
I hope
is
you're
that
gonna say what I'm thinking, but go on.
is that they're not trying to take artistic
Right,
pictures.
exactly.
Yeah, you're trying to take
Supposed-
scientific pictures.
Right.
And like in a scientific picture, there's no such thing as rule of thirds. Rule of thirds is terrible, actually. You want to have, as much of like the picture is like the thing, and you want to catch it in doing different kind of activities.
Yeah.
And so, in many ways, I actually think that this game's actually kind of
good about that.
good
Yeah.
about like scientific photography.
Yeah.
It's just
absolutely.
that
That's not
the
what
main
people
thing
want.
but it's not what people want, and that's not what people like train when they become photographers, right? And the other thing is that like they're it's not perfect, right? There's like the way the scoring system, it's like it was already mentioned where like you want to take like a really nice like side profile picture of a Pokemon, right? And it's like it's a really good picture, but like it doesn't score as well as if it was facing towards you, even though it's like the side view one was actually a lot better, right? So it's the way that it determines some of those rules are definitely far from perfect, but I actually think that they're generally fine. Like overall, they're decent. They're like good enough.
Yeah.
But people care more about what pictures like look cool. I think the main thing that kind of hurts it in terms of like that sense is that like I kind of feel like the different poses frequently don't have a significant enough of a point swing for like a lot of times like really interesting or cool poses like don't really swing the points very much, because like in order to get them in that pose they're probably like further away, so like the score isn't as good kind of thing.
Yeah,
It seems to
that'll
be kind of like
happen.
yeah, but it's like I would value the pose higher than this, more than the game values size and direction personally.
Well, and I do think that's actually kind of the reason that they split the categories up, was so that like you don't just have like the Pokemon that has the cool pose being your top score for that Pokemon always, right? Because that's how
Right.
kind of was in the first game. Your collection of good shots was like of all the like kind of rare poses or whatever. Like get the Pikachu flying the Articuno or whatever, and like you can't beat that Pikachu because it's hecking on an Articuno. Like doesn't matter how like
I'm just reminded the picture of like, God, you took a picture of a Wailord and there's like a tiny like Raichu in the picture.
Yeah.
And it's like,
well, it was supposed to be a picture of the Raichu.
oh no, it's all the way out. Yeah, take a
Yeah.
picture of the Raichu and it got there's just like the Wailord in the back. And it's like,
Yeah.
uh,
That was a sad
another kind of
moment.
like problem is that it can only
Yeah.
associate a picture with one Pokemon, which
I
is
actually thought for a moment near the start of the game that wasn't like the case, that like you could pick any of the Pokemon in the picture, because I thought that I had like seen like, oh, this is a picture of like a Crystal Bloom and there's a Pokemon here, and I like had, both of them were available for either one, but it like turned out I just had two different pictures.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like between that and also the fact that you lose the whole like lose so many points for it being off-centered and stuff like that. Like if you have a picture, it's like two Pokemon. It's like, is it more or less? Like, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because like you take two pictures, it's probably like if you have two pictures in front of you, do you like center one picture and have the second Pokemon like kind of off to the side, or do you like want to take a picture like right in the middle so you have both
Well,
Pokemon like full?
supposedly, again, there's actually some special casing on that. This is according to the game, and so it doesn't give any details, but the professor mentions occasionally that if you have like a balance between multiple, at least of the same Pokemon, I'm not sure if it applies with like just multiple Pokemon, but you can like get away with that if like collectively they fill the frame or whatever. It's kind of what it implies.
Hmm.
In the original game, for sure, yeah, you just want a single Pokemon, and it's gonna grade the Pokemon that it thinks you captured in this game there may be special cases, I'm not sure. I don't know, man. This one's just so much bigger. This is the one it's picking for me. That's reasonable. I could believe that that was the best one. Yeah, I guess there's some good ones here, you think? Yeah. I don't know how hard it is to get the 4-star rating. I don't know what I did to get him to use Whirlpool, so I'm like, I feel kind of inclined. I remember him doing this before. Kind of feel inclined to turn in the 4-star just in case I can never figure it out. This one I can like go back and get if I feel like. I don't know. This is pretty good, I guess, though. I'm feeling this one. We'll see what happens. I mean, like you said, it's pretty much guaranteed diamonds, so like whatever. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Wait, why? Because the pose. But why? New record. Oh, finally. This game also adds the background category, which didn't exist in the original. And that's like extremely just randomly whatever. It's like, oh, there's a sunset in this picture? Heck yeah, here I have some background points. Like, okay, that's cool.
I wanted to see a picture of like the, you know, in the night beach level, there's like a Magikarp like jumping up and like, and there's like
Yeah,
a
the
spot where
moon.
like a
Yeah.
hole in the wall.
Yeah.
I wanted to see a picture of like the moon like through the hole with a Magikarp jumped like in the middle in the air. Like it's like that would be the god picture of a Magikarp.
Agreed.
But it's gonna be so
That's
tiny.
so far
it's gonna
away.
be like,
Yeah, that's the problem.
that's like it has to get like so many background points that like that somehow like makes it actually valuable, and it's just not going to.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Kind of unfortunate. Do you know if you like replace with a lower value picture of your album if it like reduces your total score?
It does in the original. I haven't done it in this game, but I would assume that's how it works.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, you can
makes
save pictures
sense.
just on their own.
Even if you don't like submit them.
Right, yeah. You can save any
Gotcha.
picture you take.
And you can like upload pictures you don't that aren't in your album.
Yes.
Okay. No double zoom. It's like you beat the game and they give you like the telescoping zoom lens. Get like 10x zoom or something.
That would be pretty epic. Trying to bop one of these Finions, but oh, I got him actually. We'll see if that counts. There's probably another Crystal Bloom somewhere. I kind of remember finding multiple of them before. I don't really understand what's going on here, actually. I guess these guys don't have like a bopped pose. Oh. Wait, he didn't even show up like the second or third time. I'm like doing a really bad job here. These like Illumina Pokemon fight have been really complicated and confusing to me. I still don't understand like a single thing about the Meganium encounter. Like, I don't understand its behavior at all. No, there was another Crystal Bloom. Oh, I just barely missed it. Why? Please look down a little more. I guess maybe I can turn around. I mean, I think the idea here is you have to like hit enough of these guys with the glowy power, and then the big guy shows up, but I kind of remember them being closer generally. I don't really know why they're all off in the middle of nowhere. Also, I don't even know what this Pokemon is. Is this from, like, Sun and Moon? Like, how is this a single Pokemon, for starters? I don't get that one, but... Oh god, the scan. Wait, but does it revert to, like... Oh god! Does it revert to, like, a single one of these dudes, or does it revert to, like, a whole, like, group of them? The naming seems a little backwards to me. I guess that's what I'm mainly confused about. Oh god!
A big ocean battle going on over there.
Yeah, seriously.
I have no idea what this Wishy-Washy is.
Same. Is it a legendary Pokemon, or...?
I don't recognize it. I don't know. I don't really know any of the Pokemon from uh, whatever the latest game is.
Yeah.
Not Sun and Moon. I don't even remember. What's the
Sword and
latest one?
Shield.
Sword and Shield. Yeah, I assume it's from Sword and Shield, but I don't know. I know like a basically zero Pokemon from it. But like, what is school form?
Well, it's this thing, this one right now. It seems backwards to me a little bit that the single
not a
guy
school.
is not a solo form, and the group of them is not the school form, but whatever.
Yeah, I agree. Like you think it'd be like Pokemon like break up into lots of Pokemon, and then it would be like maybe that's a little too much like the Z Pokemon or whatever.
What?
Yeah, what's the Z Pokemon? I think is it not just called Z, or did it have a name?
Zygo something? Zygo?
Zygarde. There it is.
Whatever.
Yeah, the Zygarde's kind of like that way, right?
I don't know, is it? The weird, like, snake thing with the hexagon scales?
It's got multiple forms.
I don't know if it's multiple forms. I've only ever seen one form.
Yeah, so it's normally like a little like blob thing. It's like, and there's like, it's like split up, and it like they all like culminate together into like a bigger Pokemon, and they take forms as more and more get together. And like when they're like all together in like a single like as a single like Pokemon, then they're like, you know, the most powerful legendary or whatever, you know, in those games. They're like more powerful than X and Y. And but the idea is when they're split up, they're weaker. So they're kind of like supposed to be this like, and the lore of those games is X is supposed to be like the Pokemon life, and Z and Y is a Pokemon of death, and then like Z is a Pokemon of order. So like if X and Y get like too powerful, then like Z like will get stronger and then like take care of things or whatever, and then order's restored and he becomes weak again.
I don't think this is in the games, just saying.
I'm trying to remember. I mean, it's that's how it is in the anime.
Right.
I'm trying to remember how it is in the what it's actually like in the codex or whatever.
Well, I'm only saying this because there
Z's
isn't...
not in the game. Yeah, like at all. Like
well,
that's like a
no,
whole.
you can catch it, but
Yeah, there's like a whole thing how there's like supposed to be like a Pokemon Z game that would
well,
be
that
about.
would be the usual
Yeah,
trend, yes.
But apparently like the game just never happened, and everyone was just like, yeah, like apparently the complete form of Zygarde got added in Sun and Moon. Apparently, according to the wiki.
Huh.
Which is like, yeah, because like they didn't. It was supposed to exist in the game, and they just kind of didn't do it. And there's a Pokemon Z anime series.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's an X, Y, and a Z series, and they're just like or 3 seasons or whatever. But for some reason they just didn't make the game.
Yeah. Well.
But I think some of it is mentioned in the codex. I don't remember exactly what. Yeah. I don't know, when you get to Sun and Moon, it gets weird. Yeah, it's just in a random cave and it's 50% form. Yeah, it's just like a random Pokemon.
I mean, that's kind of how the legendaries always like are at the beginning. That's the thing.
Like be in the games or what?
Yeah, in the games, yeah.
Kinda. I mean, they usually have a couple of legendaries that are a little more relevant, right?
I mean, I guess.
Like Kyogre and...
Well, no, they didn't really start doing that too much until the... Well... Okay, in the first game, like, the legendaries, like, were completely not important to,
Oh
like,
yeah, in the first game they're
in the
just
second
there.
game, they're, like, in the, like, lore a little bit during the game, but it never really matters. It's not until the third generation that they're, like, kind of more front and
I
center.
see what you mean. Yeah, in the anime it's different. Anime is
Well, for
like
sure,
has
yeah.
a lot. I mean, obviously, there's a lot more lore driven in like,
Mhm.
and there's a lot more like they're not just like Pokemon with stats or whatever that you can catch. They're
Mhm.
like, I mean, in the anime, most of the legendaries have some kind of like deity level of importance where
Yeah.
it's like why would you ever catch one of these? Like the world would be destroyed if you killed this kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
And so
well.
that's kind of like the plot, right? The bad guys are like trying to catch some legendary, and then Ash is like, what are you doing?" And then they catch it, and bad things happen, and then like Ash uses his superhuman strength to like save them or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Sun and Moon is weird. It's super weird because like it became a lot less. They kind of like turned a little bit to the roots. It became a lot less plot relevant. But they did bring in this whole what do they call it? There's like a dark world. I don't remember what they call it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, in Sun and Moon, there's like another like parallel like universe or whatever that they have different kinds of Pokemon, and they're like ridiculously strong, and they like basically there's like these evil Pokemon that basically destroyed the world, essentially.
Cool.
Yeah, so like everyone's just like dead there, and trying to remember what these Pokemon were called. Anyways, a few of them apparently kind of like make their way over like occasionally to like the normal world, and so like Ash kind of joins like a team of people who like they basically become Ultra Beasts, that's it, yeah, and they become like superheroes essentially, and they like help stop these super Pokemon, these Ultra Beasts from destroying the world or whatever.
Sounds very Pokemon.
So yeah, it's really weird. They do show the Ultra Beasts do show up like in the games. I don't know what story they have. I don't think they have much story at all in the games. But I think there's a few of that I saw a few of them. I thought in this game in Pokemon Snap.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know what they are. I actually haven't seen too many Pokemon that I didn't recognize in this game. Like, this is one of them. I don't know what this thing is or where it comes
Yeah, I don't know
from.
what this thing is either. It might just be a Pokemon from Sun and Moon. I don't know, but I kind of assume it's just
Sword and Shield.
from Sword and Shield. Actually, I can't say I know none of the Pokemon from Sword and Shield, but yeah, because I did see I saw like the first 2 seasons when they came out, but one was a main plot and the rest are post game. Gotcha. Yeah, I did not like the Ultra Beasts. They were just weird. The design of the Ultra Beasts is just strange. And it's also actually weird because they're like all basically legendaries, like every single one of them. And like Sun and Moon already has legendaries, right? There's like you have the normal legendaries, and then you have these Ultra Beast legendaries that are like even more powerful. It's like I don't. It's like how does that play into competitive? Like are Ultra Beasts just like a lot weaker in the game, or are they just like generally not allowed in competitive or something?
I mean, actually, even normal legendaries are sometimes banned. I don't really know what.
Yeah, sometimes legendaries are banned, but I also thought a lot of times legendaries were actually kind of just not very good. Like they were surprisingly like not very good because like if you play like level 100 or whatever, then like a lot of times their like stat gain isn't like as good or something like that.
It's not really how that works, but pretty sure stats in Pokemon are just straight up linear, like multiplier of the base or whatever for everything. You know, aside from the like EVs
I
and
was gonna say
IVs
besides
and
EVs and
yeah,
IVs and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Ultra Beasts just have weird stat spreads. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the main mechanic of Sun and Moon was the Z rings or whatever. Z moves. That's what it was. I don't know. I guess I'm not. I don't really play the game, so I just don't really have like a grasp. But I feel like a lot of these like mechanics is like how interesting are they really to play with?
Not
Like Mega
probably.
Evolution, Dynamax,
Mega
Z
Evolution
moves.
is interesting because ah!
I'm waiting for the stream delay. You got eaten. Oh, game over.
Luke looks very happy for me. I'm not taking this last picture, dude. Well, that was new. What were we talking about?
So weird. I was talking about like Mega Evolutions.
Oh, so Mega Evolution's interesting because, well, first of all, you can only have one Pokemon on a team that can do it at a time.
Sure.
And second of all, in order to do it, they need to be holding like the Mega Stone or whatever, which then takes up the item slot. So it's kind of, there's a pretty big trade-off there because the item slot's actually super important in competitive.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Z moves I thought were like kind of the same,
I
weren't
don't know how
they?
Z moves work at all.
I think it's like a similar kind of thing where you can like only use it like once per battle, kind of thing. So like, even if you had like, and I think you have to choose. There's basically, I could be wrong about this, but I think the way it works is you basically, it takes up an item slot. Yeah, so you have to choose. There's different kind of
Gotcha.
Z stones or whatever, like a different kind of elements and or types. Sorry, and like you choose the one you want. So like one Pokemon might be able to use multiple different Z type moves, but you have to choose in advance which one, and then you like it takes up the item slot, and I think you can only use it once per battle. So it's like kind of similar, except for instead of being like a actual like the Pokemon changes and there's different stats and different like properties or whatever, it's like it just uses like a singular ridiculously powerful move kind of thing. I don't know how that plays in with Dynamax, but I assume again it's pretty similar.
Well, I think usually they kind of replace these mechanics with each other. They don't like
Right. That's what I meant.
combine.
They're kind of like replacing the same mechanic with like slight with different variations of each other. And I'm like, I guess I don't really understand why they're like what the purpose is, except for they try to keep things fresh. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna
The
go
most time you just use it that way. Gotcha. It's like funny because like in the anime they're like they kind of do the same thing where it's like they typically kind of focus on the mechanics of that game, but like periodically you'll have like a character show up from like the earlier series or whatever, earlier seasons, and they're like, I'm gonna use like Mega Evolution, and everyone else is using like Z moves, and they're like, what is this exotic moveset they're using? It's like it's really goofy. And it's like, yeah, I guess that's still a thing. Too bad you don't really use those anymore.
I didn't get the Wailord to show up, which is kind of unfortunate, because I wanted to take a 1-star of it. Oh, dude, the size sucked so bad I didn't get Diamond. Hello? What?
Wow, I didn't think it was possible.
I just got screwed hard. Oh, well, I did it anyway. Okay. I don't think I maxed out on Meganium's stage because I didn't figure out how to get like the other Pokemon to show up reliably. I guess I'm doing this again. I don't know.
So is Professor Muir from like any of the games, or
No,
is
I
he
think
just like
he's
from this?
new.
Okay. That's what I figured. I don't know.
Although if it matters, Todd, the guy who just shows up kind of randomly, is supposed to be the character from the first game. Like the main character. Player character.
What, red?
No. First Pokemon Snap.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's like the default name for the character or whatever.
That's cute.
Yeah.
He's also named after a tree. Yeah, but I think they've kind of abandoned that a while ago, haven't they?
I don't know. I mean, it was still a thing as long as I was playing, which was all the way up to X and Y, so...
Yeah, I know it was a thing for a long time, but I thought like by Sun and Moon they had dropped doing that. I mean, for a while they had the places were named after colors too, right?
Yeah, they dropped that even quicker, but... Well, for a while the games were named after colors, so, you know. For a very long time, actually. Even longer than the towns.
I guess. I mean, sort of. It's sort of true. It's like, I don't know. There typically been gemstones and like altering gemstones of colors, and like, do you count the gemstones as a name of a color?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Like, I don't think diamond is a color. Like pearl, I might be able to accept as being a color, but I don't know about diamond. Kukui from Sun is a tree. Oh, Kukui's it. I did not know that. Is it like a Japanese word or? It's Hawaiian. Gotcha. Yeah, I figured Sun and Moon were supposed to be kind of like Pacific Islander in general, but I wasn't sure if that game was supposed to be explicitly Hawaiian or not. I kind of figured that it was supposed to be kind of like Hawaiian to Americans, but like Okinawan to like Japanese or something like that. But yeah, I have no idea. No, it's still pretty cool they kept the tree thing going then, except for in this game that I guess is like a not main series or whatever. So I guess they're like whatever.
Oh shoot, did I miss the second flower? No, not yet, okay. Stage is really weird because like when this guy shows up you stop moving. Like no other stage is like that as far as I know. Maybe some of these other... Illumina Pokemon are like that or something, but... Alright, do your flip thing. I believe in you. think I took pictures of Ludisk or the other thing, Finion, so I can't really get a score, but
Are any like the movements just random? Like, do Pokemon ever just have like random
I
things that they do?
think so. Well, if nothing else, for example, when you like throw an apple in the water or whatever, in some places it's random whether or not a Magikarp will come out. It doesn't happen like every single time, or whatever. Oh, I'm stuck in place already. I wonder if... Oh, you know what? I wonder if this whole thing with the Wailord only happens if you do something with the Wailmer earlier in the stage.
Balls off screen.
Well, this would have been a good shot if I had him, like, illuminated. But now we're just inside the beast. Game froze. Interesting. Like, yeah, actually completely frozen.
Huh.
Yeah. Interesting.
The time you actually died.
Wait, are these things like glowing or is this an optical illusion? Like I keep looking at one and the ones around it like look like they're shrinking and pulsing or whatever.
It seemed pretty static to me.
Okay.
Can you go to the Switch menu?
Oh, that fixed it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, never seen that one before.
I'm just surprised that you managed to recover.
Yeah, a little bit. Does worry me a tad bit that like the Wailord here that I got that was a 3-star, that was like the only 3-star Wailord I've gotten, and so I'm like wondering if there's gonna be poses for Pokemon other than the Illumina Pokemon that you can only get in the Illumina Pokemon stages. Kinda seems like that might be the case. Wait, did I not? Oh, no. Dude, this picture was so good! Ah! I have to submit the 3-star though, because that was the one that I blew earlier. I guess I could submit that. I took one 4-star and it was like perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's quite good. This one's probably the best I've got. Oh no, this one's also probably the best I've got. We're going by size because that's what killed me last time. Wait, this counts! This counts! Even though he's not like glowing or whatever. Why? We're giving him that one. Oh my god. I like it how this... it's actually impossible to beat this Whalmer 1-star that I have without some weird pose. Like, even if I had a perfect shot, it's like really sad. You were about to get eaten. Yes, I was about to get eaten. Whew! Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Sweet. Alright, I feel sufficiently done with that stage. Which is actually something I can't say about literally any other level in the game, so it's nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, the Illumina stages are, well,
Yeah.
they take like the paths are still really long though. There's just
Yeah.
less stuff, right?
Yeah. I just need to make sure I'm not missing any requests on that level.
I was wondering about like when you said you're like missing Pokemon stages. Does that mean that you just don't have
I
a
literally
picture?
have not seen the
Well,
Pokemon at all.
right, but is it like does it mean you are missing like a species of that Pokemon, or you're missing like a just an instance of that Pokemon
Yeah,
somewhere?
a whole species. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Judging by the map, I'm guessing there are still other routes you can explore. Oh. Really? I mean, I don't doubt you, but where? It's a heckin' party, dude. I mean, this is where I want to go. I don't know how to. Oh my god, what? How was I supposed to figure that all out? I mean, I did, but... Alright, well, we found a new route. What the heck is going on in here? Oh my god, it's a Lugia! No way! Just chillin'. You gonna wake up, or are we...
At all times, he says. Nothing's happening.
It's sleeping. Well, whatever I was supposed to do there, I definitely missed it. That was like quite the adventure there, because the lantern... Okay, I think I needed to do like 3 or 4 things there. The Sharpedo chased the lantern, like, down, but I think that only happened because I got the Sharpedo to stop paying attention to the Luminion. And I also think that the lantern was only there because I caught its attention. And then... and then the lantern got caught by the Frillish, and then I rescued it from them, and then I followed it, and I had to do the scan thing. Oh. And then there's like more to it because I need to figure out what to do with this Lugia to wake it up. Like I'm not 100% sure how many of these steps are required, but I think I found my missing Pokemon at least. Nothing else. Wait, why the heck is this a 4-star? What did I do? This was before it was dancing? While it was dancing? I don't know. I've got a picture of it dancing before. I want to take this picture just for the other Pokemon bonus. Request complete. I don't know what I did, but we got it. Wow. Size sucked, but... Yeah, see, here's an example. Direction and placement, or direction, more importantly, is 1,000 points on the side of this Pokemon. It's the fish in the middle. Even though it's sleeping, I get nervous just looking at it. Alright, give me some new requests so I can figure out what to do with Lugia. Whoa! Wait, did I get this on the other level? Yes, I did. Okay. New requests.
All these rewards.
I got so much stuff, yeah. From finding that route. That route was intense. And that's like not even the end of the line. Not quite. More like mocking the other photographers for not getting better pictures of the legendary Pokemon. I mean, I probably need to just bop it with a whole crap ton of apples or something. Well, and on top of that, in order to even go that way, you need to, like, find this path, although this was kind of required earlier for other reasons, but... This stage is kind of intense. So much going on. And I don't think I even know, like, the half of it yet. Kind of the feeling I got. Still not sure what lighting that up does. Need to find that lantern. At least I assume so. Maybe I can just take that path now that I've found it. I don't actually need the lantern. Not sure. Oh, God. Okay, I got it. Alright, so what are we thinking here? Just chuck apples like a madman? Play music, grab the scanner. I only have so much time with this guy. We're gonna pelt it. It's not working. Well, I thought I hit the flower earlier, because that would be the obvious thing to do. This guy just does not give a single crap. Huh. Well, that felt like a wasted trip. I wonder if there's like something I can knock over, or like use another Pokémon. I don't know. Be more observant next time and stop focusing on Lugia, I think. Hmm. Oh, can I like lure these guys to each other? That'd be classic. Have them like beat each other up or whatever. I didn't expect them to be very interested in apples, but here we are.
Everything likes apples, apparently.
Oh, wait, I think I know what I did before. No, that's fine. Hopefully a picture of it eating the apple is a 3-star. It looks like it might be.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. All these pictures are butts. Wait. The 3-star is him like washing his face off or whatever? Is that what's going on here? No. This isn't a 3-star. Well, whatever. Darn. Got right up close to you. Is that what we're interested in? Not the pose? Like what? Alright, check this out. This is how we learn the secrets of the game. This Something over there, maybe? Maybe I could wake up the lantern. This pillar is like awfully suspicious, but I don't know, I lit up the flower and that didn't like save the day or anything, so I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, I don't want any hints. I'll figure it out maybe, hopefully.
I'm back.
Alright. Trying to see if there's anything suspicious. Alright, I'm gonna go see, first of all, if I actually need to follow the lantern again, or if I can just go in. I even missed the lantern anyway. Anywhere. No, that was a different lantern. God dang it. But yeah, no, there's definitely nothing here getting like chased or whatever like before. And these guys didn't capture one. So somehow...
Oh.
Huh?
Sorry, I just kind of banged my mic.
No. Looks like you need the lantern. Unfortunate. Or wait, was that this? No. I'm just crazy. Come on, do something interesting. I failed. I got a new star me, so I guess there's that. Yeah, a picture of it getting bopped. Alright.